All right, and we're back. So if you missed out in the last episode, we completed Chapter 2, which we unlocked Fumin Ears, and today we are beginning the journey starting out in Chapter 3. So before we do that, we're going to go ahead and activate the perk for Fumin Ears, which I recommend Whistling Wind. Temporarily increases attack after a perfect dodge, so that's always good. We'll go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and begin the next chapter. Chapter 3, White Snow, Ice Cold. Yeah, so Chapter 3, the Frozen chapter, as many call it. Nearly every boss in this chapter hits with shock. You know, go figure, right? But also, you know, several have like chill and ice effect. So there's 5 regions that we're gonna have to go through. Definitely the longest chapter of the game. There's 20 plus bosses throughout the chapter. Funny enough, I think only like 5 are actually required to finish the chapter. But it's okay. We're gonna go through every single one. Little Buddha boy. So let's go ahead and slam dunk. Go ahead and defeat the first enemy. Yeah, so as promised, as soon as we hit the first shrine, we're going to go ahead and switch things up. I'm going to change up my stance, my spirit. I still recommend wandering right, especially if like this is your first time playing, but definitely want to showcase more than just wandering right throughout the game. So I figure, you know, every chapter, every couple chapters, I'll go ahead and change up the stances and, you know, the spirits. Almost everybody knows this is the longest chapter of the entire game. There's a lot to take in and do, and these things, oh my god, they are annoying. But it's okay, we're gonna get through everything. Alright, so let's see what we have for our weapon. Rat Sage Staff. Attack 66, critical hit chance 7%. The 4th move is light attack combo. Mobile staff spin can stir up a whirlwind of sand, increasing attack range and damage. And then Loongwreathe Staff. Obviously, considerably increase the damage dealt by all pillar stance moves. So we're going to go ahead and do this because I'm going to switch up the stances to Spiller. I'm going to switch up the stance to Pillar, so that'll definitely help us out there. So now we're going to reignite the sparks. Alright, so we're going to do Staff Stance. So we'll reclaim everything from Staff Stance. So obviously with this one, you definitely need a lot of stamina. Each talent level moderately reduces the extra stamina cost for maintaining balance. Definitely want to max this out. So definitely need this. All right, so we got our 3 pillar points, our 3 focus points. Definitely want this, so it's kind of like, you know, the additional follow-on attack as you see, and then you click triangle, boom. We'll do that one. And we'll do that. Okay, so that's our pillar stance. Then we're gonna go ahead and change up our spirit. I'm gonna do the Gore-Eye Daoist. Gore-Eye Daoist is activated, and we have our most recent vessel. Alright, so this is the intro to the Macaque Chief, which up at the top, he's going to be our first boss we're going to hit, well, our, you know, kind of the first boss. But he's not that hard. Right out the gate, he's going to open up with a slash attack that, you know, like a little ranged thing that's going to come at you. So definitely want to be ready for that. And then otherwise, you know, just do your best to try to stagger him as far as with your heavy attacks. And then just, you know, keep rinse and repeat as far as like combo attacks, heavy spells. You know, you should be fine. Alright, so these guys, anyone that pretty much has a weapon as far as the frozen statues go, you know that they're gonna come alive. And then once you beat them, they continue to attack just like that. You gotta be careful about that. Yep, see, weapon. And then you could also just click for PS5, the right stick, click down, and then if he's like actionable, like it'll let you lock on like that, so you know. For the frozen ones, they do give you a little bit of will, and there's so many of them around that it adds up. Definitely worth doing it. Oh, there he is. He does have a little funny thing where, like, once he's close to death, he like starts to pray, and then he like poops on you. Boom! Look at that. Yeah, so definitely consumes a lot of mana. See? He begs and then, yeah. Now it disappears. So before you go up the steps to the right, there is a chest. So if you... I was gonna say, if you do the follow-on attack with the Sweeping Gale, and you hold down triangle, you can continue to spin as long as you have stamina. And there's a guy to the left right here. He always gets me. Let's see if... Yep, see. Still freaking got it. Yeah, so you can keep doing this for as long as you have stamina. Okay, so here you can go right, or you can go down here. Definitely want to go left first. And then we have our first spirit. Alright, let's try out our first spell, our spirit. Yeah, so you definitely want to stay in the realm of the staff, because it like amplifies your attacks and stuff. There's just so many enemies. Common, secret, and main. Little chest up here. Take the form of the mountain patroller, leap up, and let a flurry of slashes rain down. This bout of recklessness is sure to deter the foe. Slightly increases critical hit chance of jump heavy attacks. Yeah, so you definitely want to get the chest before you go to there, or else, you know, you miss out on it and you have to come back. There's a couple, like, little plants that are in this area, but that's about it.
Faith and devotion, quite the notion. Yet how many can claim a mind so pure, still, and sure? Look at you. Through the heavy snow you roam. Desiring that thing, no doubt. I read your fortune before you came. Care to hear? Act not and be still, thy gifts art thy ill. If you seek your own end, I shall not stop you. I, the Keeper of the New West, welcome the Destined One. Now fly!
Yeah, so at this point, it's like you can look around while he's flying, but you can't like actually control it as far as like where he goes. And no, you can't track through here. Devin looks like you could, though. You'd think they'd make this like a DLC. Yeah, so I think we will actually fast travel back. Because I think I saw some will that we missed out on.
On the lake? Therein lies the thing you seek. The lord of this land is away. Seize it now and leave.
So in this area, obviously he's baiting you to go directly to the lake, but there are there's actually a lot of things in this area, to include a little hidden soak that's all the way to the right of the lake. So we'll rest, and then I'm going to fast travel back, and we'll cut to that to see if there was anything there. Okay, so there was something actually. So up here to the left, we got some enemies and some will. Alright, so from here, we'll go left. Yeah, so perfect example right there. So fire Bellflower seeds. So a seed. If you want to platinum the game, you have to collect all the seeds. And as far as I'm concerned, the seeds, it's all like rare random drops. Every time you pick up a plant, it's like a chance that you can get the seed. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. That's just my experience. It seems, at least. In chilled state, mildly increased critical hit chance. Obviously, to platinum the game, also you need to collect all the Curios. Got a little chest. Okay, so we got Mine Core, and then our first meditation spot. Little fishing pole right there. That'd be so cool if, like in video game Kakarot, like how Goku can fish with his tail. That'd be funny if you could do it in this game. Okay, and our first celestial pair, I believe. But we'll fast travel back and come back here to show you what I'm talking about. So, okay, so Kang-Jin Loong. Obviously, she's pretty tough. This is her dragon form. She has like aerial thrust grab opener, where she like dives down to grab you. You definitely want to like dodge sideways. And then she has lightning claws plus like a tail whip combo. So you definitely want to dodge left, to get away from that. She also does like whirlwind spin, which is like launches you up. So you want to dodge backwards for that. Definitely want to attack the head, so like her head.
He was all about weeping and begging.
Everything else, like she's pretty much like you're not even doing anything.
Now, even in death,
Cloud Step is definitely going to come in key. And whenever she's down, because you could stagger her. The Wind Tamer vessel that we got from Chapter 2, that's like a guaranteed, like knock her on her ass, and then you can kind of like take advantage of that. So yeah, whenever she's down, you could use Pluck a Many, but obviously that takes up a lot of your mana. So
see if this monkey merits
let's see how we do. Cinema, man, it's so good in this game. So, and here comes the tail whip. Whenever she does that, Yeah, see, whenever she does that, she'll bite you, and then it'll be like this whole like cinema thing. And then here comes the tail. There's it. Come on. There's the claw lightning stuff. Oh, there's the tail. Okay, so she's kind of stuck. Boom. Alright. Oh, she's staggered. Get back down here. Up the many. That. Yeah, so that probably isn't the best for this fight. Just because she's doing all this stuff. And then these lightning things, just keep agile, keep moving. Definitely recommend the Wandering Right for this, but you know, we'll still keep it to showcase them. Knock it off. Let's heal up. Yeah, obviously she's up in the air, so you can't take advantage of Cloud Step to do a revealing strike. So honestly, as long as you just keep running, you'll be fine. You don't have to, like, you know, spam, like, dodge roll. As long as you're sprinting, that is. Alright, what you got? I'm here. Ooh, got me. Come on. That's a dodge backwards when she does that. Come on. Side. Oh, nice. No stamina. We got this. Your face. Heal. What do we got? Come on. Done. Okay. Now we go to the funnest part of the chapter. And if you know, you know.
You have chosen your way. This time, there will be no easy way out.
Pagoda Realm. Okay, so the Pagoda Realm is one of, if not the most annoying and confusing things to take on in this game. There are multiple spirits, shrines, the secret boss, the side quests, transformations, and one super annoying Curios to get, along with sealed cells you can't even unlock until you beat the secret boss before you leave. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to summarize everything and show where they are and how to do it. So start off, you obviously exit the cell. To your left, you'll see the purple sigil right there. So that's what I mean when I talk about the sealed cells. So you can't unlock those until you defeat the bosses, right? So the first cell in the first level, you got a couple things in here right off the bat. And right there, the little rat, so that's the transformation. So that's the side quest we unlocked from chapter 2 when we talked to the two-headed rat hiding in the hut. And then that's the third prince, so that's the side quest. We unlocked him from the second chapter, and now we're going to unlock a new side quest in the third chapter here. So these guys, the Wardens. So there are 9 of them total, right? So in level 1, you got 4 of them. And if you want to get one of the Curios, right, you got to defeat all 9 of them before you beat the final boss leading out of the Pagoda Realm. So, and then along the way, there's obviously chests in unlocked cells and throughout the levels. But then there's also chests and even a spirit in the sealed cells. And then there's a couple of these guys to include a spirit for him, and then we'll get into that once we get there. But other than that, then we have here in the first level still, right by the stairs, the fine china tea bowl, right, moderately increases stamina recovery rate. So still level 1, we have the number 3 warden, and then the number 4. Now from here, after you got everything, you can head up to the second level. Now in the second level, there are no wardens. Few things like, snakehead mushrooms, which, are definitely important. And then once you come up the stairs, you go left. And then from there's a chest. And then what you're going to do is you're going to turn around, and that bridge right there. So there's a couple of those bridges throughout the realm. A little annoying because you can fall off of it or get hit off. So recommend Cloud Step, because there's either archers, a bat hiding on the top, and then at the end there's usually like a little guy there. You definitely want to be careful when you hit him because he could knock you off. So from there we're going to continue on throughout the second level. Obviously there's enemies everywhere. And then this little state I'm in right now with the glowing eyes. So that is when everybody gets buffed and you're kind of like decreased. So as far as your skills. So from there you go all the way hook, and then to the end, as you see here, is a chest. Once you get that, that's pretty much everything on the second level. You're going to go up the stairs to the third level where your first shrine will be. And then we're going to continue on with the Wardens. So on the third level, there's 4 total. So here is number 5. And then another bridge. See the archer there. Now we have number 6. Number 7. And then all the way at the end, usually is where number 8 hides out. And he usually pops up right around here. So number 8 is done. Also on the third level, there is your next spirit, which is right here. Right by the stairs. So you get him, and then you've unlocked Fungiman. So Fungiman, take the form of Fungiman, wield a staff that spins like a wheel, charge into foes and nearby Yogwais, moderately increases the recovery speed of might. After that, you're going to go up to the 4th level, right? From here, you're going to go all the way to the bridge that exits the realm to the outside. Be careful with that guy, he could knock you off. And then what I recommend is hitting up the shrine, which that's where the shrine that leads out to the final boss of the realm, right up there. So you keep going, right? Obviously, if you need to rest, you're gonna have to hit him again. You go past him to here. At the end where the little platform is, you're gonna find a little hermit falcon, and then once you beat him, you're gonna go down here, and then what you want to do is jump down. So you're going to jump down to that platform, and then again to the floor. So now we are on the 4th level, and so as you can see, the whole side over here opens up once you do this. And then at the end, we have our next spirit. So, Blade Monk. Take the form of Blade Monk, swing your great blade twice before cleaving forcefully downward. And then after that, we have our Awakening Wineworm. And then at the end is our last Warden, so number 9, so 1 on the 4th level. And then we get the Auspicious Lantern Curios by doing all that. So Auspicious Lantern inflicts chance beguiled effects to the bearer and cloud step, moderately increases attack, but massively reduces maximum health. Now from here, after you defeated the Warden, what you want to do is fast travel to the 3rd shrine, right? Because right here is where the secret boss is. So Captain Lotus-Vision. So this guy, so he has like a volley of like glowing projectiles, fires in waves. He's quick shot lasers, right? And then he teleports anytime you get close to him, which is super annoying. Now you could beat Captain Wise Voice, right? The final guy, because during this fight, that little thing where your eyes glow red and your health is halved still will happen. But otherwise, you know, Pluck a Many, Immobilizer, and pillar stance, which is what I have, comes in clutch because a lot of the times he is up in the air. Now with those you could spin your staff, so you don't have to worry about it, but be careful because after those volleys come, that laser beam like usually always follows, so be careful about that. But it can be actually pretty difficult. So this guy is pretty hard because there's just a lot going on. You know, whether it's the projectiles, the lasers, this thing, it can be pretty challenging. But you know, give it a couple tries, and then you know, don't get frustrated. Now after that, we get the Frostsprout Twig Curios. And then also his spirit, which you're gonna need for the little side quests for like the 3rd Rat Prince in the 1st level. You need to collect all of them, and there's 4 spirits total. Now from there, you want to go down to the lower level because what you've done is you've unlocked the seals. So here we go. So we go to the 1st cell. And we're going to pick up our transformation. Ashen Slumber. Blow forth flames where ash is laid, for days of glory soon shall fade. Transform into a rat guai, slashing the enemy while blowing fierce flames at them, inflicting scorch bane damage. Now after that, you want to talk to him, right? Obviously, exhaust his dialogue, make him repeat himself. And that way, once we've collected all the captains, we'll have to come back. So after that, we have our next cell, right? And then there's a chest. So this is seal number 2 on level 1. And then from there, you're going to go up to the second level, go off the stairs, and then you're going to want to come all the way down from the left to the end, and then jump down, and at the end, you'll see another seal. So from there, you have a chest. So this is actually the 3rd seal on the first level. And then you can jump back up and jump over, and that's going to bring you right back to the beginning where the cell you came out of is. So go back up to the 2nd level, and now you're going to go right, and then you have your first sealed cell on the 2nd level where you have our next spirit. So, Enslaved Yaksha. Take the form of Enslaved Yaksha, swing a long blade to stab the foe in the heart. Grants a moderate amount. And then from there we have chests. Now, after that, you're going to want to go up to the 3rd level. Go all the way straight. See kind of right where the shrine was. Now we're at the shrine. Keep going straight. To the left, right after that, is going to be the next sealed cell on the 3rd level. Little chest. Now from there we have the next little bridge, cloud step again. You're going to keep going straight, and then we have our next cell, and there will be some will. I mean, it helps, right? Any amount of will help. It adds up. After that, go to the left up in here, and then the next sealed cell will open. There'll be a chest and some will in here. Okay, now after that, you're going to want to obviously turn around and go back up to the 4th level. And then what you're going to want to do is exit. But same thing, right? You're going to have to go all the way across and then back down to the other side. So here we are on the other side of the 4th level. And then keep going until you see on the left side our next sealed cell. Enemy in a chest. Now after that, I mean, that's everything. It was only the one cell from there. You're going to want to fast travel back here. Okay, so now we're at the point where we're going to take on Captain Wise Voice. So this is the boss where you definitely want to make sure you clear the 9 wardens like we just did. Before you do him, because if you do beat him, then the wardens disappear. So yeah, as far as like the camera goes, like it's gonna get crazy. So definitely like stay locked on. You want to target the head, the little golden spiraling spear. That's what's gonna do the best damage. And then to injure him, you're gonna have to like target his foot, which is gonna get annoying, but. Yeah, so definitely want to hide under his body while he's attacking, and then dodging while he's doing the laser beams. Mobilizer and Plekameni is definitely going to help out. So, yeah, let's see how we do. captains are definitely like the interesting bosses. Like their design. Yeah, so that little glowing foot, like that's, I guess that kind of like symbolizes how it's like weak. See what I mean about the camera? Like, it's really hard to see what's going on. Okay, so right here, and see how the camera changes to his head. Oh, God. Here's where it gets crazy. Let's try the, Alright, didn't do anything. Alright, so the music starts, so here are the lasers. You want to stay out of the spotlights. I would just recommend just sprinting. And then if you can, you gotta try to jump over it once it gets all red. That was close. right in his friggin' face. All right. All right, so we got 2 of the captains. Let's go ahead and self-advance. To the left is a chest. And that is the Pagoda Realm. Lohi Fragrant Vine. Definitely gonna have to upgrade the gourd soon. Our next Celestial Taiyi pill, maximum mana. So here you can actually go over this and continue down through this path. And these guys are freaking annoying. And then our next meditation spot. Racking up the sparks.
dare waste our place?
Alright, so here you can either go right or left and go up. If you go right and you cross the bridge, you actually will find like the one of the secret areas that is gonna come in clutch to be able to fast travel to, you know, when time comes. So I recommend you just knock it out now. And then behind here, around the corner, is another tree pearl. Kind of crazy, like the way they like made this, you'd think this would be like an epic boss arena fight. Yeah, so in this area, every time you complete a chapter, one of the big red walls, that like the mural, will unlock. And then this is where we'll go for the last secret area. See, that's the mural from the the second chapter, and then that's the mural from the first chapter. So from here, we're going to fast travel back. And yeah, so that's everything for the video. We 100%ed the Pagoda Realm, unlocked the secret area for future fast travel when it comes into play. And yeah, unlocked 2 of the Captain Spirits. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I hope it helped anyone who's having trouble with any of the bosses we covered today. So if you missed out on the last video, go ahead and click the link to the left, and if you're ready to dive into the next video, go ahead and click the link to the right. Hope to see y'all there. See ya.